All right, to watch this video for Tuesday, June 5th. The SPY gapped up today above this range I talked about this weekend. But on an intraday basis, my goodness, it was, these are 5-minute candles. So there's your opening 15-minute move. The entire rest of the day, it stayed inside that opening 15-minute range. That is not an environment where you get a lot of great setups, right? You get a lot of great stocks um, meeting all the parameters you look for an. So as far as a day trader, and keep in mind, I'm a day trader in cash every night. So not a lot of great opportunities today, but I think I got 6 miles in on the treadmill. I've got a treadmill that slides under my desk. It's actually meant to go with a standing desk. And when things are slow, I try to pull that out. So I got some good exercise in. But that's it. Let's see. AETI. I took a couple trades today. Nicely green, but not any kind of a banner day that's worth bragging about. AETI, huge move today, and closing kind of in the middle of its range. That one's got to go on watch tomorrow. Look at that. 30 million shares traded hands today. CHEK. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat tonight. CHEK kind of gapped down and then had support at $4. I don't know, forever, and then it broke out, put in a lower high, it came back down and just hanging out at $4 again. A little bit of, if I switch to 15-minute candles, you see a little bit of extra volume today. I'm not in love with this, but it's summer trading, and you've got to sometimes scrape the bottom of the barrel looking for setup. So I'm not in love with that one, but DDE I like. You had this big range on Friday and kind of just a quiet inside day today. No trades in it today, but it goes back on watch for tomorrow. CODX. I actually got a trade in this one this morning, but then back to cash pretty quick. I think I made $300 something on this one though. On a quick move, red to green this morning. Actually, over the half, and it went up about 32 cents from my idea, but quickly came back. So anyway, you had this huge day on Friday, and today kind of an inside day. So topped out at 482. I don't know. We're gonna watch it tomorrow. Anytime you get this kind of crazy action in a stock as a day trader, you'd be a fool not to have it on watch. ADOM, I'm going to put back on watch, but not even close to giving me any kind of a setup. Really almost never looked twice at this one today. Didn't do anything interesting, and it really kind of needs to break this flag. If you can picture a line where my mouse is through here, it really needs to kind of get up in this area before I'm interested. So, but it's worth watching all week. DARE. This one, I really wish it would have closed stronger. It would have been more interesting, but a little bit of extra volume today. And here on an intraday basis, look at that volume spike. But it gave most of it back, so it makes me like it less. There it is on 60s. With a stronger close, if this would have closed near the highs, it would have been more interesting. Back here in mid-May, topped out at 128. Then a higher high back here and a higher high back here. So a nice support below. It's kind of going sideways. So if this would have closed near the highs, I would have liked it a lot more. Anyway, today's high 126. I do like it over that. That should push it maybe through this 128, and then maybe you come up here and retest, this area. So I'm going to have it on a chart. I always say this. It doesn't cost me anything to have these on charts. HTBX, no trades in it today. It's still just flagging. I'm going to watch it again, see if it gives a breakout trade tomorrow. CLWT gapped up on Friday, closed at its lows. Then today gapped up a little bit, sold off, and then closed up near its highs. It's a nickel spreader, so be careful with it, but I kind of like it over 520 tomorrow, which was today's high. TPIV had this big move here, but then reversed on, let's see, that would have been Thursday, then another red day on Friday. Then today, a nice bounce off the 8-day closing near the high. So we'll see if today's bounce can continue tomorrow. HGSH had this spike back here. Then it really ripped this day, but gave a lot of it back. Then it put in another kind of a lower high after this one, and now it's curling back up. So this one, only 108,000 traded today, but fairly low float on this one, I believe, and is not a lot of resistance above where it closed today. So I definitely want to watch this one tomorrow. TGTX, nice volume today. Closing well off its highs, though. Its thing went up to 16 bucks, ended up closing below 15. Makes me like it a lot less. I would have preferred a stronger close, but we'll see. We're going to watch it tomorrow. Sears Holdings goes back on watch, just another red day. I said this one might bounce off this 2 support from back in February. I also said before its ultimate demise. We don't know when that's coming, but nothing too pretty about Sears Holdings. I've said this before. Last time I was in one, there were 4 or 5 salesmen sitting around a poker table in the electronics section, smoking cigars, playing poker, and didn't even look twice at me. And pretty sure they had porn on the big screen. So if you've been in a Sears lately, that's at least that was my experience. I don't know how much longer they're going to be around, but that doesn't mean as a day trader, this might not give me a bounce off of $2 tomorrow. So we're going to watch that one. A few more. CLNE had it on bounce watch today, gave no setup, goes back on bounce watch tomorrow. And when I say bounce watch, because it had a really strong move and then a few days lower. Again, no setup today, so it just goes back on watch. OGEN, I don't know. This thing, after the gap up, is pretty much round tripped. But when you look at it on 5-minute candles, it did get some nice volume and a little bounce today. No trades in it today, but I'm going to give it one more day to possibly bounce. So I'm going to watch it again tomorrow. And then lastly, I've got First Solar FSLR. I'll pan out a little bit here. 3 days down in a row today on big volume. And it's got some nice support. It's bounced off this 60 area here, here. It did pierce the 200 day, but it's fallen for 3 days to do that. So a lot of times you can get a nice snapback bounce. So I want to watch this one for a potential bounce setup. Man, that's more than I'm comfortable watching, but things are slow. So hopefully we'll catch some nice trades tomorrow. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see everybody in chat on Tuesday.